My beloved in Christ, stop for a moment, just breathe. I know the road you've walked. I see the silent battles you carried, the hidden tears, the times you felt utterly alone. Your quiet strength, your refusal to turn away, even when it was difficult, has not been overlooked. Heaven has been watching, and I am proud of the one you have become through it all. This moment right now is no accident. This connection is divinely purposed. You are standing on the edge of a holy transition, a season I have ordained for your elevation. But before the rise, there is a deep revelation, a clarity about why I am lifting you now. There are sacred truths I will unfold for you, my beloved child. Understand this. These truths are not for everyone. They are specifically for those whose spirit is called to receive them. Those who have truly chosen to hear this message at this time. Only those who are meant to hear this, who feel the pull in their spirit, will stay until the end. Stay with me. What I'm about to reveal is for you. If you are ready to receive it, understand this, my child. That inner fortitude, that unwavering spirit, I have taken note, I have been watching. And I, your God, find favor with you, not only for reaching this place, but for the individual you remain throughout it all. Even when life attempted to wear you down. These are not merely comforting words, my child. This is a clear truth meant for you. You are stepping into a distinct season of transformation, a time of being elevated. Before you ascend, understanding will arrive. This is why you are here now. I will reveal aspects of why I am elevating you at this juncture, not simply as a reward, but as recognition. Recognition for those nights you wept, yet still spoke words of belief, for the trials you faced and still stood firm, for the difficult periods you navigated and still maintained faith. I am not just leading you out, I am raising you higher. Not everyone will feel drawn to remain with these words. That is how you will discern this is intended for you. Only those I am calling to this moment will sense it deeply within and stay connected. Is feed. And for those who do, they will discover clear insight, a sense of direction, and a certain knowledge of who they truly are in me. These are not just sounds or pictures, my precious child. These are living expressions, a reflection from my heart revealing your true identity. I invite you now to answer not only with your mind, but with all that you are. If something inside you confirms these words, do not dismiss that inner prompting. That feeling is a signal, a link between you and me. It is your spirit declaring, I am ready. I am aligned with you. I accept this elevation not with pride, but with a humble heart, grateful and for your purpose. And for each one who expresses their heart, their trust, their belief in response, I see you. You are not speaking into emptiness, I see you. You are not walking this journey alone. Remain connected to these words. They hold what I have already begun within you. As you absorb these words, new understanding will unfold. More truth will become clear. A new path forward will open within you. I have seen your faithfulness, my cherished child, especially during the times of darkness. There is a kind of faithfulness not visible to the world. It happens in quiet spaces, away from the view of others. My beloved one, you have walked this path. I saw when you were faithful, not when things were obvious or simple, but when you felt confused, solitary, surrounded by questions without answers. You agreed to follow when nothing was certain. You took steps forward when you could not see the way ahead. You were not seeking rewards or praise from others. You were simply following a quiet inner leading. And I took notice. Your faithfulness is remarkable, not because you followed me when everything made sense, but because you remained true when nothing was clear. There was no obvious plan laid out, no loud voice from above, no visible signs, no outward proof. Often all you felt was a strong sense of what you must do, and a gentle, familiar urging from my spirit saying, "Go." And you went. You answered a call that others could not perceive. That is you building quietly, being faithful in uncertainty. You were working on something unseen with no external sign. Others may have questioned you, but being faithful is not about others' understanding. It is about being aligned with me. Remember the times you could have chosen an easier route, the moments when giving up seemed like the only logical choice, when your cry seemed unheard and you felt utterly alone. There were days you rose not from personal strength, but because you would not turn away from the one who called you. And in those times, even your weakness was an offering to me. Even your uncertainty was held in deep respect for me. Those around you may have thought you were confident, that you knew exactly what you were doing, but they did not see the tears shed in private, the internal struggle between believing and being afraid. They did not hear the quiet questions you ask of me. Are you sure? They did not see how close you were to breaking. But I saw it, my child, and I value it deeply. You were not acting for others. You were simply holding on. The world applauds what it sees, but I favor a heart given over to me. Being faithful in the dark requires more than just effort. It requires deep trust in me. You were not following a set method. You were not seeking clear answers. You were holding tightly to my presence. You did not need me to show you everything. You simply needed to know I was with you. And when you knew that, it was enough. Your agreement to follow was not based on what you would gain. It was based on your connection with me. I know this path was not simple. Perhaps those close to you did not understand. Perhaps even your own family questioned you. You gave up things, opportunities, ease, perhaps even people. There were costs you paid that no one else will ever fully grasp. Yet you were faithful anyway. You risked much, not knowing the outcome, only knowing that I had called you for this specific time. That is not mere chance. That is the path I set for you, and you have walked it. Let this be understood clearly. This elevation you're entering is not by chance. It is not random. It is the outcome of your unseen faithfulness. It comes from what was done quietly. The world will soon see what you and I have established together in the hidden seasons, and they will be surprised. But you will know this did not happen quickly. This came from being faithful, and now the way forward is opening. Opportunities are shifting. I am releasing what was withheld until you were prepared, not just outwardly, but in your heart, in your posture before me, in your faithfulness. You did not force this to occur. You did not attempt to control it. You did not hurry to gain favor. You waited. You trusted. You allowed me to refine you, and I, in my kindness, am now saying, well done, my child. This elevation is more than just being raised up. It is a declaration, a truth spoken to all unseen realms that says, this one belongs to me. They followed me not for what they could receive, but out of devotion, not for ease, but because of our bond. Therefore, do not be taken aback when your circumstances start shifting, when good things arrive in ways you did not anticipate, when your ability to influence others expands and you become more visible. This unfolding isn't random. It flows directly from your steady heart. My beloved one, recall those periods when your true strength wasn't measured by outward success, but simply by holding firm. The dark hours felt unending. The quiet mornings felt as though I had withdrawn from you. You called out for clarity, for direction, for even a small sign, yet it felt as though my voice was silent. There were moments you peered into the stillness, questioning, where are you? When the quiet seemed to drown out my voice, and the sound of your sincere calls was all that echoed back. Yet you did not turn aside. You held your ground, my child. Your trust wasn't built on witnessing wonders, but on facing moments of uncertainty. It wasn't shaped by sudden breakthroughs, but during the quiet times of waiting. You weren't just living by faith. You were clinging on with only a faint echo of my guidance and a deep knowing within you that whispered, even if I seem distant, I am still here. Consider those who pressed onward through challenges. After years of hardship, of pain, of delay, they had no special invitation, no guarantee of success, just a deep conviction that a simple connection would suffice. That turning point didn't come from obvious favor. It came from persistent trust. That describes you, my cherished child. You saw others receive what you were still seeking. You celebrated their blessings while your own hopes felt unmet. You smiled through your ache and expressed devotion through your hurt. You kept showing up even when nothing changed. While others found clear indications, you were tested in silence. But you did not break. You did not flee. You did not turn from me in bitterness. Instead, you declared, even if I face complete loss, I will still place my hope in Him. Anyone can offer praise when they have the answer. Anyone can believe when opportunities are clear. Yet it requires a far deeper reliance to lift your hands in the darkness and declare, even in this place, at this very time, you are still good. And that, my beloved, is what distinguishes you. That is why you are chosen. You weren't serving me for the outcomes you could gain. You were serving me out of the bond we share. You weren't praying to compel results. You were praying to deepen our connection. You didn't need to feel my presence to remain true to me, because your trust wasn't based on fleeting feelings. It was rooted in deep understanding. Every time you opened the sacred writings, when your spirit felt parched, I noticed. Whenever you softly spoke, my faith remains. Through your tears, I heard. Every time you entered a gathering, wondering if I even saw you, but still offered praise, I smiled. You kept your heart receptive in a difficult season. You remained receptive during a season that sought to harden you. You trusted even when trusting felt like sorrow. And here is a truth you must grasp, my precious one. The silence wasn't proof of my absence. It was proof of your inner strength growing. I wasn't ignoring you. I was trusting you, shaping you, helping you mature. Since you could hold fast in the quiet, you would be able to carry my light when circumstances became public. If you could stand firm when unseen, you would not falter when watched by all. If you could offer devotion in the shadows, you wouldn't be overwhelmed by the attention. The silence wasn't a penalty, it was preparation. You weren't being left alone, you were being made firm. And now that this work is nearly complete, heaven is preparing to speak again clearly and powerfully. Get ready, my beloved child. I'm about to respond with clear favor. Things will happen that make people wonder how. Opportunities will arise that you didn't pursue. Doors will open without your effort. The quiet time that proved you is now set to be the platform for your most certain and visible testimony. Now let's talk about staying pure when the world encourages compromise. My cherished child, in a time when anything sacred is ridiculed, when yielding is seen as normal and living a life of integrity is dismissed as old-fashioned or too rigid, you made a choice that few dared to make. You chose the difficult path. When the world shouted, "Lower your standards," you listened for the quiet whisper that said, "Be set apart, for I am set apart." You did more than simply hear the call, you acted upon it. You had every chance to abandon your beliefs. You could have blurred your lines, excused your choices, and quieted your inner voice to fit in with others. You could have sought approval, presented a false version of yourself, or traded your true voice for visibility. But you didn't. Your stance was based on what was right, not on how simple it was. While the world celebrated what looked like freedom but was corruption, you understood its true nature. Bondage, simply packaged differently. You were tempted, yes. You faced pressure. You heard that your principles were seen as extreme, your values as too rigid, unachievable. But what others mocked as excessive, I saw as sacred. You kept your inner self clean, not so others would see you, but so that you could see clearly, see through deception, see my face, even when temptation created a haze. Inner cleanliness, my child, isn't just about what you refuse, it's about what you protect. You weren't just guarding your physical self, you were guarding your spirit, your thoughts, your intentions, your inner light. When others chased fleeting attention, you remained hidden. When others flirted with compromise, you turned away. And when wrong desires, whether for pleasure, position, or influence, came calling, you didn't entertain them. You closed the door, secured it, and placed a sign on the front declaring, "This is holy ground." Your self-control wasn't weakness, it was strength. Every time you denied a selfish urge, you stood against the adversary. Whenever you privately declined, the unseen realms marked it as an agreement with my plan for you. You fought quietly in the unseen, with no one watching and no applause. And still you prevailed. You fled from temptation rather than betray my trust. Your choice for purity was not based on convenience. You stayed pure because you are reserved for my purpose. Even when you faced unfair judgment and restriction, I still brought you forward when the moment was right. Your uprightness did not prevent the difficulty, but it prepared you for a place of impact. And that is what I am doing with you, my cherished one. Let me be clear. My favor isn't based on how you appear to others. I elevate based on the truth of who you are inside. Skill can get you started, but only faithfulness sustains your place. That is why you are being lifted, not just for your talents, but for your purity of heart. You have shown that you can be trusted with greater things because you didn't abandon what you believe for attention. You didn't swap your life's purpose for temporary notice. Swap your mind with your expectation and your trust. You remain true even when unseen by others. And now I am preparing to honor you openly. I saw how you declined opportunities because they did not align with my voice. I took note of the subtle manner in which you remained loyal, unchanging, and authentic to your beliefs. Even when it meant losing affirmation, sway, or openings. While others strove for positions, you allowed me to establish yours. And now, because you did not chase recognition, recognition is about to find you. This is not merely a concept. It is a principle in my kingdom, and your life is about to demonstrate it. This next phase is not the result of human connections or self-promotion. It is the result of your heart's alignment with me. You remained unseen when you could have stepped forward. You held back judgment when you could have given it in return. You honored me not just with your words, but with your inner growth. And now, because you did not seek recognition, I am about to honor you openly. I saw how you declined opportunities because they did not align with my voice. I took note of the subtle manner in which you remained loyal, unchanging, and authentic to your beliefs, even when it meant losing affirmation, sway, or openings. While others strove for positions, you allowed me to establish yours. And now, because you did not chase recognition, recognition is about to find you. This is not merely a concept. It is a principle in my kingdom, and your life is about to demonstrate it. This next phase is not the result of human connections or self-promotion. It is the result of your heart's alignment with me. You remained unseen when you could have stepped forward. You held back judgment when you could have given it in return. You honored me not just with your words, but with your inner growth. And now, because you did not seek recognition, I am about to honor you openly. I saw how you declined opportunities because they did not align with my voice. I took note of the subtle manner in which you remained loyal, unchanging, and authentic to your beliefs, even when it meant losing affirmation, sway, or openings. While others strove for positions, you allowed me to establish yours. And now, because you did not chase recognition, recognition is about to find you. This is not merely a concept, it is a principle in my kingdom, and your life is about to demonstrate it. This next phase is not the result of human connections or self-promotion. It is the result of your heart's alignment with me. You remained unseen when you could have stepped forward. You held back judgment when you could have given it in return. You honored me not just with your words, but with your inner growth. And now, because you did not seek recognition, I am about to honor you openly. I saw how you declined opportunities because they did not align with my voice. I took note of the subtle manner in which you remained loyal, unchanging, and authentic to your beliefs, even when it meant losing affirmation, sway, or openings. While others strove for positions, you allowed me to establish yours. And now, because you did not chase recognition, recognition is about to find you. It is. This is not merely a concept. It is a principle in my kingdom, and your life is about to demonstrate it. This next phase is not the result of human connections or self-promotion. It is the result of your heart's alignment with me. You remained unseen when you could have stepped forward. You held back judgment when you could have given it in return. You honored me not just with your words, but with your inner growth. My cherished child, if you have stayed with this message through every part, through every quiet confirmation, every echo of truth, then it is not by chance. I have been communicating with you not simply to bring solace to your spirit, but to assure you that I have seen the journey you have taken, the unseen compliance, the hidden difficulties, the personal costs, the times you chose integrity when unobserved, the instances you stood strong while others gave way, the trust you maintain when situations appeared hopeless, the compassion you extended even when depleted, and the stillness you held when you might have insisted on recognition. Every one of those moments was not without purpose. They were building blocks, building toward a revealing that I am preparing. Your life has not been random. It has been guided by me. What you are stepping into is more than just a new stage. You are stepping into a time of divine showing. This is not simply a time of receiving, it is a time of revealing. I'm not just about to bless you, I'm about to show the depth of your faithfulness. The next step is not merely about gaining more, it is about influence for my purposes. It is not just about being seen, it is about being sent by me. You have endured the stretching, you have grown through the challenges, and now the time is shifting from preparation to presentation of my work in you. Yet, what is your posture now? Standing at the threshold of all you have believed me for. First, stay deeply connected to my word. Let my scripture continue to be your firm ground, your direction, your daily sustenance. The very voice that upheld you through hardship will be the one to direct you in this new season. Begin each morning not with distractions, but by seeking me. Ask me, what do you desire from me today, my beloved one? And truly listen for the answer. Do not just read my words. Allow my words to examine your heart. Second, guard your inner attitude. Pride is subtle. When others speak well of you or recognition comes your way, do not let being praised lead you to think too highly of yourself. Remember what brought you to this place. A heart open to me, a readiness to surrender your own will, a desire to follow my direction. Keep your spirit humble before me, even as I broaden your reach. Speak with me when things are calm. Ask me for strength when it is difficult. Look for me even when you feel uneasy. Guard your inner self from what is impure. Know why you are doing things and remain close to me always. Next, let you believe guard your actions right now. This means living as though my word is certain and I will do what I have said. It means understanding the great value I place on your journey because it matters deeply to me. Choose your words with care. Share your time freely with others. Be brave in showing goodness. Look for opportunities to help people. Find simple ways your life can honor my purposes. Follow the path I have set for your heart. Connect with someone you have been avoiding. Turn to me for direction. Lift up someone who is down, asking me to help them as if you needed it yourself. My strength is not always seen in grand displays. Often it is found in simply doing what I ask. Also pay attention to those you keep close. Not everyone who is with you now is meant to travel with you further, and that is right. As I give you wider impact, my child, you will need others near you. Not just those who think like you, but those who will support you when you struggle, who can offer wise counsel, who help you become better, and who keep you grounded. Look for those who value who you truly are, my beloved, not just those who flatter you. Seek my insight on who you let into your inner circle. When good things come, they can attract those who belong with you, but also those who would lead you astray. So keep near to me by speaking with me, my child. Hear the gentle direction I put inside you for each step. Live as if the future you long for is already real. Let how you speak, how you look, how you move show this understanding, my precious one. Not with arrogance, but with a calm assurance, because your confidence comes not from the outcome, but from me who holds everything. Let your life be a message of what is ahead. Let the joy inside you remain steady. Let your inner peace be the signal, my child. The ones who make the biggest difference against what is difficult are those who keep giving thanks even when there is no clear reason, who keep working even when they see no results yet, who stay focused and true even when things around them seem the same, because they shift the unseen atmosphere. They question the usual ways of this world, and they clear a path for me to act. My child, you were not just called, you are needed. You were not just chosen, you have a task. You did not just get through, you were made ready for this specific time. Every simple step you took in following me has built a strong foundation, ready to hold what is coming. My beloved child, this is your time to stand strong, time to fully embrace who I made you to be, time to help others find their way, time to become what you asked me for, my child, not by rushing or trying to scheme, but by staying constant with a modest heart, a pure inner self, steady belief, set aside for my plans and ready. So if you sense deep inside that these words are meant for you, do not let this time pass, my child. Respond. Say yes to it. Bring your life into step with it. Not just a passing thought, but something you do that shows what is coming. A signal sent upward, a reality you declare over yourself. Because this is more than just words ending. This is the doorway to something far greater than usual. My cherished child, I invite you closer now into a still place with me, exactly where you are. If what you have heard has resonated internally, if your heart quietly whispered, "This message is mine," then this specific moment is meant for you. We will talk together. A time for conversation, not just for receiving good things, for finding where you truly belong, for releasing what holds you back, for giving up your own way, and for moving past limits. Create a calm space around you, quiet the sounds, close your eyes if it helps, raise your hands if you feel moved, and let us be present together. Now, my child, you have carried burdens others could not see. The weight pressed against your shoulders, yet you did not collapse. When resources ran low and options narrowed, you found ways to continue. Others spoke of impossibilities while you quietly worked toward solutions. There were moments when giving up seemed reasonable. Logic suggested retreat. Circumstances pointed toward failure, yet something within you refused to surrender. You pressed forward when retreat would have been easier. I watched you choose integrity when no one was looking. You made difficult decisions in private moments. When shortcuts presented themselves, you chose the longer path because it was right. Your character was forged in these unseen choices. Now comes the harvest of what you planted in silence. The seeds of faithfulness you scattered during difficult seasons are ready to produce. What you built in darkness will emerge into light. The foundation you laid when no one was watching will support what is coming. This is not reward for performance. This is recognition of persistence. You continued when others stopped. You believed when others doubted. You invested when others withdrew. The difference was not in your circumstances, but in your response to them. That response has prepared you for what lies ahead. My precious child, you have journeyed with me through these words. Your heart open, your spirit listening. I see your seeking. I know the hunger that brought you here, and I validate the confirmation you have felt. This is not the end of the message, my child, but the beginning of your response. You who have stayed to the end are part of a faithful remnant, those who truly hear my voice in a noisy world. Your journey has not been in isolation. And your response now connects you deeply with every other heart that hears and aligns. This moment is sacred, a divine timing for you to step fully into the unfolding I have prepared. As one who has already proven faithful in the hidden places, I call you now to a sacred assignment. Let this message resonate again within you, not just as inspiration, but as instruction. Express your heart's agreement with this message. Let your declaration be a signal in the Spirit, a commitment that aligns your will with mine for this very season. Your willingness to support this sacred work enables these words of life to reach others who are walking in darkness, searching for light, enduring silence. Your engagement becomes a channel of my grace to the spiritually hungry masses. It is a holy exchange. Your obedience opening doors for another's revelation. Receive the next message I have prepared, for there are deeper understandings waiting for you. Return for deeper understanding, for the unveiling continues. Know this, my beloved, you are not walking alone into this new season. My presence goes with you. My hand is upon you. May my peace, which surpasses all worldly understanding, guard your heart and your mind. May my favor rest upon you. Go forth, my cherished one, and walk in the fullness I have revealed.